The evening sky glowed with gentle shades of gold as the city slowly settled into a peaceful rhythm. The streets were alive with soft conversations, warm lights, and the comforting feeling that beautiful moments could appear when they were least expected. Barış Arduç stood near a quiet corner cafe, taking in the calm atmosphere around him. He had chosen this place because it felt simple, elegant, and far away from the noise of everyday life. There were no crowds searching for attention, no cameras waiting to capture every smile, only the peaceful charm of an ordinary evening that promised something unforgettable. A few moments later, Elçin Sangu arrived with a warm smile that instantly brightened the surroundings. She looked around with quiet curiosity before meeting Barış's eyes. Neither of them needed grand words. Sometimes the happiest greetings were the simplest ones. "Thank you for choosing such a peaceful place," Elçin said with a gentle smile. "I thought today deserved somewhere special," Barış replied. "Not because it is famous, but because it feels real." They walked together through a narrow street lined with glowing lanterns. Every step felt unhurried, allowing them to enjoy the little details that most people often overlooked. The evening breeze carried the fresh scent of flowers from nearby gardens, making the atmosphere even more memorable. Instead of talking about busy schedules or endless responsibilities, they shared stories about simple moments that had brought them happiness over the years. They laughed while remembering funny misunderstandings, unexpected adventures, and the small surprises life sometimes offered without warning. As they continued walking, they discovered a teeny bookstore that remained open late into the evening. Warm lights shone through its windows, inviting visitors inside. Curious, they entered. The shelves were filled with books of every kind. Some were brand new, while others carried the charm of many years of careful reading. The quiet atmosphere encouraged slow conversations rather than hurried decisions. Barış gently picked up a beautifully designed novel. "I always believe every book has its own journey before reaching the right reader," he said. Elçin smiled. "Maybe people are a little like books too." He nodded thoughtfully. "We don't always understand someone's story by looking at the cover." They spent several peaceful minutes exploring different shelves, recommending favorite authors and sharing memories connected to certain stories. There was something comforting about discovering how similar their appreciation was for thoughtful conversations and meaningful experiences. Before leaving, each of them selected a book. Neither revealed the title. Instead, they agreed that one day they would exchange the books without explaining why they had chosen them. It would become a quiet promise between friends, a reminder that some surprises became more meaningful when they arrived naturally. Outside, the evening had become even more beautiful. Rows of tiny lights stretched across the streets like countless little stars, creating a magical path ahead. As they continued walking, they noticed a small bakery preparing fresh desserts for the following morning. The wonderful aroma drifted through the air. "That smells incredible," Elçin said. "It would be impossible to walk past without stopping," Barış replied with a laugh. Inside, they chose a few simple pastries and warm drinks before finding a comfortable table near the window. People passed by outside, each carrying their own stories, dreams, and destinations. For a while, neither of them spoke. The silence never felt uncomfortable. Instead, it felt peaceful. Sometimes the strongest conversations happened without words. After finishing their refreshments, they stepped back onto the quiet streets, continuing their evening without any fixed destination. They discovered a small public garden illuminated by delicate lights hidden among the trees. The peaceful surroundings invited visitors to slow down and simply enjoy the moment. Children laughed in the distance while families enjoyed gentle evening walks. The atmosphere felt warm, welcoming, and full of simple happiness. They found an empty bench beneath a large tree whose branches swayed gently in the evening breeze. "I think people spend too much time chasing perfect moments," Elçin said softly. Barış looked toward the glowing lights around the garden. She looked at him curiously. "Maybe they quietly find us when we're paying attention." A gentle smile appeared on Elçin's face. "I like that." As darkness slowly covered the sky, the first stars began appearing overhead. The city lights reflected beautifully in the distance, creating a breathtaking view that neither of them wanted to interrupt. For a few peaceful minutes, they simply admired the scenery together. No rush. No distractions. Only gratitude for a calm evening that seemed to slow time itself. Then Bar noticed something interesting near the center of the garden. A handwritten sign stood beside a narrow stone path. It read, "Follow this path to discover the garden of hidden wishes." Ilin looked at the sign with a curious smile. "Do you think it's real?" Bar laughed quietly. "I guess there's only one way to find out." Together, they stepped onto the softly lit pathway, wondering what unforgettable surprise awaited them beyond the trees.